Hello everyone, my name is Anton, and today I wanted to go over and provide some feedback on the new iPad 4, the iPad Air 4 that I've purchased. So I purchased this particular device because this year I guess happens to just be an upgrade year for all of my iPad or Apple devices. So the Apple device that I have or iPad that I have is the iPad Pro. And this is actually the first gen iPad Pro. Now it is running, the latest version of the iOS. Apple's really good at supporting the older versions of hardware with the new OS. And it runs pretty well. And in comparison, you can notice, a speed boost on the new device as compared to this first gen iPad Pro, but it's really not that much difference. And really, the only thing that you're going to notice from one to the other is the new design. Now, the older iPad does have the fingerprint reader on the front here, and the new one does not have Face ID. It comes with the fingerprint reader as well, and that's on the top of the device. There is an indicator that they provide to you to show you where it is on the power button and where that power button is. Now, one thing from the design that's different is that that fingerprint reader on the new iPad, because the design changes, they did put it in the power button. It is easy to get to, but it's a bit harder to identify where it is on the device. So if you're looking top down on this device, which is typically you're going to be looking directly at it here, it's really hard to know where that particular button is, because if I turn it over, the screen rotates and the device looks physically no different from the way it did in the other orientation. The same when you're doing it vertically as well. So the only con from me upgrading to this new iPad Air, I would say, is the location of the fingerprint reader. When it was on the side here, which it is on the older Pro model, it's easier to kind of just, when you're holding it, put your thumb on there and you're into your device, or you're into the application or purchasing an application. And if it's reoriented the other way, basically you just use your other finger that you set up. Same if it's set up in the vertical portrait type orientation as well. It doesn't take me to fumble around moving the device and looking for which end is it actually on. Now they do provide, so if I turn it off there, I mentioned an actual indicator. So that's one good thing that they've at least provided to help identify where that fingerprint sensor is. And so that helps make it a little bit easier. Overall, I do like the device. It is a little bit more snappier, and I purchased this new case. That I guess the only another downside to getting a new device with a new design is that none of the cases will fit. So because the design is so different, I had to get a new case and also the new Apple Pencil as well. This particular case I bought off of Amazon. It is the ESR magnetic case, and as stated, it uses magnets to attach. The case is very thin. It's kind of like the Smart Folio. It has that look. I have the dark gray one here, and it also protects the pencil. When the pencil's in there, it keeps it kind of safe from falling off. So I'll put a link in the description for the case if anyone's looking for this 4 case for their iPad Air. This one was only, I think it was $16 on Amazon. So you can save a lot of money compared to the one that you would buy from Apple. And this, again, it looks just like the one that you would get from Apple. You can still kind of flip it around, fold it up, and have it standing. You can go ahead and orient it like this here as well, so that you can write on it. So it does flip and fold similar to the Apple case, and it so far it's been holding up pretty well. Okay, so that's my feedback on the new iPad Air and my transition from the older iPad Pro. If you found the information helpful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And until the next time, have a nice day.